Hi everyone, my name's MadMatt Lugos and welcome to Metro Last Light Redux. So if you've never watched one of my playthroughs before, I like to play single player, story focused games where we can take our time, explore, read all the books and the lore about the game and focus on the narrative and character elements of the experience. So if I sound like someone you want to maybe come along on the journey with, then I hope you join me for Metro Last Light. This is a playthrough that's been a long time coming. It's probably been a whole year since I played Metro 2033, maybe a little bit less than that. I hadn't intended on leaving it this long to carry on with the Metro series. I just got caught up with a bunch of longer games and I played a bunch of new releases that I ended up regretting playing at release, but nevertheless, we are here now and it's actually worked out quite well. I ended up upgrading my graphics card, which means I can play this on PC and capture it at good settings, so we'll be at a nice smooth 60 frames per second. And I found the game on GOG for the whole trilogy for a reduced price. So yeah, it's all worked out well. We're playing it on PC now, not on the PS4 anymore. And in the meantime, I've not been uploading anything for the past few weeks or past month even. In that time, I have read the whole Metro trilogy of books from Metro 2033, 2034, and 2035, which means I'm in that Metro headspace now. I'm deep into the lore. When I played the first game, I didn't really know much about it. I just knew that it was supposed to be quite a cool story, that it was based on books, which might give it a nice narrative base to draw from. So it was kind of my introduction to the series, and I really liked it. It's a real adventure in the Metro, and the books were excellent. I really enjoyed reading them over the past few weeks. So before we get into Last Light, I'm just going to give you my thoughts. Hang on there, Artyom. Excuse me, sir. I'll just give you my thoughts on the books. I don't know how many of you have read the novels. I know a lot of people who, really like the Metro series have read the books as well, particularly those of you from Eastern Europe and stuff and from Russia. So, yeah, in terms of the trilogy, they're all very different books, obviously. And Metro 2034 isn't even about Artyom. So, they all feel very self-contained, which I really like. When you have a series of novels, it can run the risk of, just feeling like one giant book, which wasn't the case with the Metro books. Metro 2033, the first book, was probably my favourite. It was a real adventure. It was very much, Alice hurtling down the rabbit hole, the whole Artyom's whole chaotic journey to try and fulfill Hunter's mission and kill the Dark Ones, and the whole element of the story with Artyom being the chosen one who doesn't know he's the chosen one and ends up, killing all the Dark Ones without ever realizing that they were trying to talk to him, that he had a bridge to them, and by the time he realized that, it was all too late. Obviously the first game and the first book are the only ones that they're based on each other. Even like the first game's a sort of recreation of the first book, whereas as I understand it, Last Light and Exodus are their own entities. They're not based on the other two books. But yeah, 2033 was great. It had a real good pace to it. It kept moving. Whether we were dealing with the Reich, whether we were dealing with the cannibals, whether we were dealing with the religious nuts that were there, whether it was the kind of Jehovah's Witnesses that Artyom found at one point, whether it was dealing with the Great Worm worshippers, those weirdos, and then dealing with all the creatures that we came into, dealing with the Dark Ones. It was really good. Metro 2034 was a change of pace. We were dealing with, it wasn't as focused on one character. We were kind of following a mix of characters. It was kind of mainly focused on Hunter, but as we moved through the book, we gained more focus on Homer and on Sasha. I really liked Sasha. I thought she brought a lot of soul, a lot of sentiment, I guess, to the story. I get, Artyom felt like in the first book felt like a lot more of a well-rounded character compared to the three characters in 2034. 2034, they all feel kind of fatally flawed, so you need to have all three perspectives to feel like you're getting more of a complete journey and complete perspective, because Hunter is just really closed off. He's on his mission. He's traumatized. He's scarred. He feels kind of subhuman. He feels like an animal, doesn't he? And and Sasha's filled with regret, but she has this kind of hope to try and save herself, and whereas Homer's kind of driven by his mission to document things. It's the only thing that keeps him going with his family gone. And yeah, it was a really enjoyable book. I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one. They deal with different circumstances really in the Metro. I feel like the 2033 was dealing with this big lofty idea of evolution and the Dark Ones and the next stage in human evolution, whereas 2034 had more to do with preserving life and the plague or the virus or whatever it was. I forget what exactly it was in 2034 that Hunter's trying to move towards, and it was kept trying to show us characters trying to hold on to their humanity. So it was a much more of a human story as opposed to, it didn't have as many of the sci-fi elements to it. And then 2035, by the end, I really enjoyed 2035, but it's probably twice as long as the other two books. And the whole first half of 2035 is a real drag. But once it actually gets to what it's supposed to be about, it's really enjoyable. It's more of a political story about the underlying structure of the people and the system in the Metro, the society in the Metro. It just took so long to get there. It was a real grind. But once you get halfway and you get to that second half of the book where we finally go back to the surface, things start revealing themselves for Artyom. I started to enjoy 2035 a lot more. But with the first half, I could have done without, because the whole premise of the book is kind of like Artyom's, searching for these radio signals. He's really jaded. He's really bitter about the whole world that he's grown up in, compared to the kind of bright-eyed Artyom we saw in the first book or the first game. And he's got this hope of finding survivors, of finding out about the wider world, and we get shown that hope right at the start, and then all of a sudden we're back in the Metro and we're dealing with all the filth in there. And then, we're kind of meandering around the Metro without the same sense of threat that we had in the first book. And then once we actually get to some of the more political intrigue, after he meets Sasha, after he meets her, after he goes back on the surface, the radio towers and all that stuff gets revealed, then it's really good. As I understand it, I think I was supposed to play and read the books in like a certain order. I think it was supposed to be Metro 2033 book and game, then play Last Light, then read 2034, then read 2035, then play Exodus. I think that might have been the order. So I have a feeling that there's going to have been some spoilers for Last Light in 2035, because I think he wrote the book after this game was released. I could be wrong about that. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a great trilogy. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm kind of, in my head, I'm kind of at Metro Exodus, because, Artyom has gone back to exhibition with Anya, and he wants to go and find survivors, right? But I think this is going to be a Metro contained story in Last Light. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the books. Let me know your thoughts. I've really enjoyed. I've read and listened to bits of it. I didn't read it all. Some of it I listened to, while I was driving or exercising or walking my dog or whatever. I listened to some of it on audiobook, but I'd kind of jump between reading and listening. But let me know your thoughts on the books. Which were your favourites? In terms of Last Light, I know that this triggers a lot of PC players, but I'm going to be playing on a controller. I know people hate that, but it's just what I like. I only ever use mouse and keyboard for strategy games. Like I play a lot of XCOM 2 and I used to play a lot of Civ 5 and stuff. So I only really use mouse and keyboard for games that have no reflex in them. I know it makes aiming a lot easier, but I just prefer playing on a controller. So please don't give me any jip for playing on a controller. It's what I prefer. I'm the one playing. I don't like using mouse and keyboard for reflex things. I think the last game I played mouse and keyboard was Skyrim. That's a long time. The last first-person game I played mouse and keyboard was Skyrim. That's a long time ago. But yeah, we're going to be playing on hard this time. I think someone gave me some shit in the comments at the end of 2033 for playing on medium. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the books, guys. Let's get started with a new game. Okay, so I believe I should be going Spartan. Enjoy the more forgiving combat and stealth experience of Metro Last Light when Spartan style is selected. Perfect for players who like faster paced, more action-oriented gameplay. Ammo, filters and other resources are also more plentiful. Yeah, I'm going to go Spartan. I am aware of how there were 2 different endings in 2033. That might be in play here in Last Light, so I am going to be trying to be a bit stealthier, but I'm aware that the canon ending is more the ending from the book where all the Dark Ones are killed. So we're going to go Spartan. Hardcore makes it seem harder than just hard, but yeah. Recommended for experienced FPS players. Every encounter presents a serious challenge to your skill and tactics. Ammo and resources must be jealously guarded. Success cannot be guaranteed. So then what? Ranger and Ranger Hardcore. Let's just go Hardcore. Off we go. I'll make it a bit brighter because this is for YouTube.
The Dark Ones came much later, from the garden's direction. The Dark Ones, huge, towering a full head over the highest man. Nightmarish creatures, creepy as a man turned inside out. Monsters born to destroy us. The word was they were incredibly strong and unnaturally evil. That with bare paws they could tear armed men apart. That's all lies. Truth is even scarier.
So, I don't know if Artyom's going to be a silent protagonist again. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for a bit of a journal entry type thing here, but I guess we're not getting it. Of course, we know that the Dark Ones were more psychological. Let's see where we start out here. You going to talk this time, Artyom?
I used to live nearby. Before the war, up there. I was on the train when it happened. I tried calling my family, but couldn't get through. What the?
Oh my. Yeah, we've got company.
Shit!
Guys.
Shit! Shit! What's going on here?
I think we're hallucinating. Oh, I just shot my friends. Great. I don't want to shoot him. It's a human. Guess I have no choice. I'm sorry, mate. I think it's all a dream.
Artyom, wake up, Artyom. It's me, Khan.
Khan? Hey.
Remnants, eh? No wonder, after all you've been through. Listen, I have incredible news. A couple of days ago, I was near the ruins of the Dark One's hive, and I saw one of them, still alive.
Oh.
I immediately set out to find you, as you were the one they tried to contact. Before you
launched a missile strike against them.
Khan, how the hell did you get here? Get out, now!
Yes, Ullman, one moment. If a Dark One has survived, it is vital that you try to speak with it, Artyom. I realize that as one of the Order now, you report to Miller, but we must persuade him to allow this mission.
Khan, I told you to get out! This is a classified base. You shouldn't even be here. I'll take you to Colonel Miller. Follow me, Artyom.
Okay,
Get
we're
ready, Artyom. I'll be waiting at the exit.
Move it, you windbag.
Hey, don't talk to Khan like that.
I knew a smoker once. During the last year of his life, he had to eat, drink, and breathe through a tiny hole in his throat.
Oh, we're back in the metro, guys. All right. Okay, so we're right in the thick of it here. We're at the... I don't think we're in exhibition, obviously. We are with the Order. Miller's here. I obviously have a bit of knowledge of some of this from the books. Khan is a much different person in the games compared to the way he is in the books. He's much more of an imposing figure in the books. Much kind of feels a lot more unhinged. Let's listen. Okay, that's terrible quality, guys. Let's turn those off.
We found this place a while ago, but I still can't get used to it.
Strange place, this D6. I didn't know they ever built bunkers this large.
The story is
Press
construction
left trigger to use your lighter and right trigger to look at your journal.
war was inevitable.
Follow Khan to a meeting with Miller.
People believed in a
Okay.
better future.
Good job.
Our leaders put their money on Armageddon.
And did D6 save them? No. They couldn't
Here are
reach
the
them.
Spartans.
And here, it stood for 30 years until our guys stumbled on it. Everything inside was untouched. Weapons, medicine. Like finding buried treasure.
Yeah,
huh?
you'd hold on to this stuff really preciously in this circumstance, wouldn't
The
you?
lights, the heat. But still, it doesn't feel right.
Gunsmith.
It's too damn good, you know? Привет, Artyom.
Привет.
Was one of the men who found D6. They gave him a ranger's badge on the spot.
It's nice for him. I had to spend 2 years as a cadet before they accepted me into the order.
Might be the wheelchair. Oh, let's not talk. I imagine something's going to happen to Miller, but some scientists.
They can keep trimming in the metros. For me, it still feels like every patrol outside could be the last. Did you hear what happened to Romanov's group?
Romanov? I thought he was in the hospital from the attack on the Great Library.
Discharged last week, so his squad is sent through the marshes to the church base. And Romanov's the only one who makes it there alive.
You're shitting me. The rest of the group wiped out?
The marshes are easy. You just look for the markers and flags and walk along them so you don't drown. A child could do it. Well, okay, the shrimps always gave you hell. But come on, what could take a whole squad down?
That's not good.
No idea. They found Romanov's alone at the church, sitting on the floor praying. Since then, he doesn't eat, doesn't react to people. He just speaks to God.
Hope Romanov's not expecting an answer.
Man, this game looks really good, doesn't it? For like a controller's vibrating. Oh, it's the door. Yeah, what are these scientists doing, man? There's like a musk in the air. People affected by the dark ones, maybe? Hope I've not already missed a book or something.
Come on, you have 5 more sets of 30.
Look at those two rookies.
Doing
Pathetic.
good. Carry on.
No wonder the colonel ordered training time double.
Sharper. Move sharper.
Poor guys.
Keep your back.
Alright.
Tighten
But yeah, this game came out in did this game come out in like 2013? Looks really good. I suppose more linear games always look a bit better. Hey fellas, talking about Romanov.
Hello, Artyom. Welcome to the armory. I hear you're a ranger now, huh? We must get a drink sometime to celebrate.
Of
For
course.
now, let's get you equipped. So, first things first. You're going to need a gas mask. You can't make a step on the surface without a gas mask. It's been 20 years and the radiation's still strong enough in some places to boil water. There are hotspots down here in the metro, too. Don't forget filters for the mask. Sure, it looks cool enough even without these, but they definitely make it better for your health. Now medkits. Well, what can I say? Anything you need for survival in a stylish orange case.
Thank you.
Here's your advance salary for this month. Remember, your pay is in military-grade rounds. Sure, you can use them as usual ammo for some hefty extra damage, but saving them to buy guns, attachments, regular ammo and equipment from merchants anywhere in the metro seems like a smarter move.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did that a few times in the first game by accident.
Alright, now to the good stuff, huh? Let's get you some guns. Take the ones you want and try them out on my range.
The sound mix sounds a bit off. Oh, come on. I didn't turn that down. Is that going to make a difference? It's only master and music volume, because it just sounds like the audio, the character's audio.
The Rangers usually carry up to 3 weapons, Artyom, and the choice of those is completely up to you.
Oh, right. The bastard. This makeshift SMG has a high rate of fire, which makes it overheat and jam rather rapidly. Hence the weapon's name. Abzats. This buckshot-firing heavy machine gun is deadly at close range, but eats through ammo at a high pace and does not accept silencers. Kalashnikov. This classic pre-war assault rifle, despite being very common, is held in very high regard in the metro due to its reliability and performance. The Valve. This rifle made in the metro by skilled gunsmiths is extremely accurate and powerful. A truly great... Oh, I like that. I like that.
Make sure you take a close-range weapon with that one. Rifles are good for long-range targets, but you don't want to get caught with your pants down if something creeps up behind you.
Okay. I don't want to take the ASBA. I think that's... Yeah, let's take a bastard.
Lightweight and fully automatic. You can see the rounds in the clear, but it overheats and its accuracy is shit.
Okay, I think I like the RPK. Let's go for the RPK. Let's customize. Yeah, that's not what we want. A reflex sight. That would be pretty good, I suppose. Silencer. Okay. I don't know if that's the right thing to use for this though, is it? I'm supposed to be trying to be a bit stealthy, maybe sneak through a few areas more this time. Yeah, let's stick a silencer on there.
Alright, Artyom. Head over to my range and try out those guns. Come back if you want to try a different gun.
Hey Artyom, put on the show for me, huh? Try out the rest of the weapons you chose. Try shooting for the center of the regular damage. armor is down here. Notice the difference? It's going to take more. Look for sparks. Armor target. Try a headshot. That's a critical hit. Notice the difference? Those are the basics. You can keep practicing if you want, or head on up to Miller's briefing.
I'm gonna have to relearn the controls here. Alright, let's head to Miller.
You're not to disclose the fact that P6 has been found to anyone in the middle.
The colonel says someone already spilled the beans. The stations are crawling with rumors. Each flight crazier than the last.
Sure.
We're gonna get irradiated here for damn sure.
Secret machinery.
No way, the base is clear. This is the part where they've checked it.
Yesterday, the commander and I checked the doors. Lots of them are still sealed. Some are welded shut. There's a few that look like they were locked from inside.
Miller's calling the group leaders in. There's going to be a big assembly.
Please, Osip, let me smoke in peace.
Alright.
I was on duty in the situation room yesterday, so I heard something. Seems like there's all kinds of things stirring up.
What do you mean?
The Reds are mobilizing. They've recruited old men, schoolboys, sent them off to training camps. I tell you, more is coming.
What are they going to fight?
The usual suspects, probably. The Nazis.
It reminds me. You said those steps I spotted 3 groups like stalkers. Nazis have never been
He's got no subtitles, I have no idea what he's saying. So yeah, I had a feeling that this game is going to be about a war with the Reds. But considering I know what the grand lie is here, it's a bit odd at the moment.
The colonel has forbidden going out of the well-known areas. Our reckon team was lost yesterday in one of the side tunnels.
Dude, where are your subtitles?
Pay no attention to this clown, Alex. Open the gates.
Have you heard about Lesnitsky?
What are you talking about?
Check with the guards at the lab.
Shit. What the hell did he do? All right, let's go.
Alright, Khan.
The tombs of ancient kings were filled with whatever they might need in the afterlife. Weapons, gold, chariots. They'd sacrifice their wives and slaves to serve their lords even in death. Reminds me of this bunker.
Cut that shit out.
Hey, I like Khan, he's philosophical.
The things in D6 are like what the Conqueror took with him beyond the grave. Gold steel, and wild steeds, and treasures untold. Of course, the Tomb Raiders would always die horribly, killed by demons or ghosts, or their own greed.
Khan, will you shut up or what? Hey, I heard that Lesnitsky did something. What happened?
Nobody knows. Lesnitsky was at the lab. When the next shift came, the door was open and the lab ransacked. Lesnitsky was gone.
Shit. So, what's inside?
Chemical weapons, maybe some other shit. That's all I heard.
God damn it. The colonel's going to tear me a new one because of Lesnitsky. A red-hot poker right into my soul. If I still have it. Alright, let's go.
Alright, fellas.
We might control D6, but it's like a damn city down here. All the bunkers, the nooks and crannies and exits. Still, the base the order dreamed of finding.
Guys just came back from the ring. They say Hansa is strengthening the sentry points along the whole line, especially the ones close to the fences.
Anyone know what the buzz is about? Why the summons?
I hear the Reds are mobilizing. Maybe Hansa too.
What's that?
Kerma,
People
take
say
these
the
guys to
Reds are
Miller.
sending
They've
their
been
agents
summoned.
into Hansa via neutral stations. Looks like they're
Alright,
onto
go on
something.
in.
Okay,
I'll
so
wait here.
it's a war with the
When you've
Reds,
gone,
it
I'll
seems.
speak to Miller.
Miserable Miller. I imagine he's going to be a bit
The
different
bombing
here.
of the Dark Ones may have been humanity's worst mistake. What if they meant us no harm, but were trying to communicate? Perhaps the severe pain and loss of consciousness suffered in their presence just meant we were incompatible. Machines with different wiring. But somehow you, Artyom, common wire. The connection with the Dark Ones. Yes. People died at exhibition. Your home station. Hunter, the best of the Order, is most likely dead as well. And he taught you this. If we don't fight for our lives in this new world, we'll be devoured. It is the law of evolution. But I would argue, the old laws no longer apply.
Interesting.
All right, Artyom. And you, Garth. You have something to report?
Yes, Colonel.
Let's keep it short, then.
I located the surviving Dark One at the gardens.
What? One of those things is still alive?
Luckily, yes.
Luckily? Khan, this is utter madness. The Dark Ones were the greatest threat the Order's ever faced.
Colonel, just give me a chance. A single Dark One is no threat. Artyom has a gift. I believe he can establish contact with the creature. Let him come with me.
All right. Artyom, go with Khan to the gardens and locate the Dark One. I'll send a sniper along. My best. Anna.
Yes, sir.
Why would we need a sniper?
To eliminate the creature and finish the Order's job.
Miller, you can't! It's murder!
Restrain him!
You idiot! You're making the same mistake that...
We're done here. Escort Khan out of here.
Artyom! It's your last chance for forgiveness! For getting rid of the nightmares! Ah!
Forget about Khan. Looks like he got close. Too close to the creature and lost his mind. Look here, Artyom. Complete the mission and get back here quickly. A war is coming, and I'll need every ranger at his post. Now on your way.
So, what are you waiting for? Come along, Rabbit.
Now,
If it's true that the Dark Ones can sense you, maybe you could draw it out from hiding so Anna can have a clear shot. But do me a favor. Don't let the Dark One get into your mind, or Anna will have 2 targets. Is that understood? We now suspect Lesnitsky was a sleeper agent, but we haven't verified who's running him. Your job is to intercept him before he delivers the stolen container. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If Lesnitsky escapes with the container, the entire metro is at risk. So if you can't take him alive, you damn well better bring me his head.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
now, if I'm right, then this is our future wife, isn't it? But I thought it was Anya, not Anna. I listened to most of Metro 2035 on an audiobook, and it was Anya. So, okay. I must do what Hunter demanded of me, what Miller ordered me, what Anna expects of me. I must prove to them all that I deserve to be one of them, to be one of the Order's fighters, to dedicate my life to the protection of humanity, the protection of the Metro. This mission is tailor-made for me. I'm the only one impervious to the influence of the Dark Ones. Perhaps I was born to rid humanity of them once and for all, and now I'm one step from fulfilling that task. So why am I so uneasy? Artyom's new last name, of course, is Artyom Dark. Are you Anna or Anya?
Don't tell me you believe that bullshit about making peace with the Dark Ones. I wish I had been up in that tower myself to see the missiles fall and watch them burn in their nests. Come on, Rabbit. Would you let those things into the Metro? Let them crawl into our brains so they could use us like animals. Maybe we could mate with them, so the children could live on the surface and feed off the radiation. Shit. You don't shake hands with the devil.
Please step away from the edge of the platform. Train coming in.
Alright, hop in like a good little rabbit.
Man, I wish Artyom would talk. Stop calling me Rabbit.
Well, we've worn this place out. Let's move.
Okay. Feisty
Just
one.
a year ago, I stood on top of the TV tower and saw missiles rain on the botanical gardens, turning the flesh into ashes, smelting metal and glass. Nobody and nothing could survive that inferno. Yet Khan did find a Dark One there. Now my mission is to find and eliminate it. To finish what I started.
So I don't know if you get the other ending for Metro 2033 where you don't blow them up. I don't know if that carries through or whether they just go with the canon ending from the book. It would seem that it'd be the ending from the book, right? Because this is I played 2033 on PS4. This is on PC.
In the past, trains were ordinary things, but now this monorail seems magic, doesn't it? Our kids won't know how to operate these things, and their kids will probably think this was built by the gods.
Possibly.
Alright, we've reached the station. This is part of the secret Metro 2 line. We haven't explored these tunnels. Can't spare the time or manpower, so don't wander off.
Uh-oh. Ominous music.
On the system and get the lights on. Use your flashlights in the meantime.
Right, you ready? Let's move.
Watch yourself, the doors are closing. Good luck.
I didn't mean to do a melee attack.
We'll need it. Didn't you and my father take the monorail when you went out to fire the missiles at the Dark One's nest? That's a good sign, Rabbit. Maybe we'll have luck with this mission too.
I guess I am the rabbit, aren't I? I'm the bait, so...
Power's working. Open the gate. I'll cover the passage. Great. You did fine after all.
Hey there, friend. No ammo for me? I've forgotten what the reload button is. But we don't want that out. I think I'll keep this out because it's got the silencer.
All right. The map shows a collector entry point ahead. Move. I'm following. Go right. There's a dead end on the left.
Is there? Yeah, but there might be some goodies here, Anya. I'm sorry, Anna. I'll catch up. If it's Miller's daughter, then it is Anya. I don't know. Oh god.
Shit, that thing's fast.
Is Anya just the Russian pronunciation of Anna? I don't know.
Great, the ladder. It's just a little more walking. Then we'll see if you're a rabbit or
not. Hold on. There we go. Oh, sweet. Some lore. Okay, ashes, but maybe the Dark Ones aren't the reason for this. It's troubled times we live in. The whole order is humming like a beehive. Once created to safeguard the Metro against any dangers, it inadvertently introduced a new danger on its own. When we entered the tunnels of the D6 secret military installation and found the vast sealed storage facilities, We thought we'd saved humanity. With the stockpiles of food and medical supplies stored here, with the functional reactor, we could all survive indefinitely and live to see the day when the radiation on the surface goes down and we are able to go back there and make Earth our home once again. Ah, you see? That's not what the Order wants though, is it? That's not what the Order wants. The Order wants us to stay down here. It's all a ruse. Alright, Anya, let's go.
Put your mask on.
Makes me so anxious, all the mask stuff. I'm sorry, Anya.
Keep looking at my ass. Way out of your reach, rabbit.
I can't see anything anyway. You've got like a shawl over it.
Give me a hand here.
I'm waiting for the noise of the flying things. Get down.
Let's go to the main entrance. There's a good shooting position there. I can cover a lot of territory.
Oh man, this is really open.
You're
I don't like
supposed
this.
to be immune to their what? Influence? Well, I don't have your gift. So hop along, rabbit. Head on in and look for the creature. I'm thinking that since the Dark Ones are so fond of you, it'll sense you, or smell you, or whatever the fuck they do, and come from hiding. Just try to stay in the open so I can cover you. We'll maintain radio contact. And if you have second thoughts, don't worry. I'll do it. Okay then. Good luck.
Good luck? I forgot how you look at the watch. Hang on. Controls. Use reload instructs. I'll remember at some point. I'll Google it after I've recorded this. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, God. God, I'm so on edge.
I'm in position. I can see you. Something's still burning where the nest was. That's some fine wasteland. You guys sure did a good job here. It's strange. What could still be burning after all this time? Well, it doesn't matter. Move towards it. I'll cover you.
Oh, I need to move a bit quicker here.
I see some kind of movement. Get ready. On the right. I'm working on it. Those aren't Dark Ones. They're watchmen.
There's the noise.
That howl was bad luck. Get ready for more. Another 3. Let's do it. Look, there's more in the reef. Reload.
I feel like there's something on my left here.
Looks like we pretty much cleaned the place. How are you? Hey, you alright? Hey, Artyom, you're doing a decent job. Maybe you're more than a rabbit after all.
Thank you. Thank you, dear wife.
Something at the edge of the crater. A tree is blocking my view.
10 minutes each, isn't it? No, 5. Oh no, that's just...
Go left. There's a way around.
Go left, you say? I like having this backup. Don't have to make decisions about where to go.
I think I see it. About 30 meters from your position. 2 o'clock.
Man, the audio mix
Looks small, but it's definitely a dark one.
is really quiet.
Keeping you. Come on.
Alright, alright. It's a baby dark one.
Fast. How did it do that? Circle it from the left. It's still there. Targeting.
Hey, hey, hey. Leave me alone. I don't want to hurt you, buddy. I don't want to hurt him, Anya.
Wait. Here. What do you see it? You're going down. Fucker. Whip after it, Artyom. There's no way around.
Oh, I can turn invisible. It's not attacking.
It's right above you. Watch out. Down.
Oh. Buddy. Hey, 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 I don't want to hurt you. Oh my. Evolution of the species. Oh, put it in a cage. Who's this?
Still warm. Guten Morgen.
Oh, the Reich. Really?
The creature I met in the burnt-out remains of the gardens looks like a dark one. And it was able to enter my mind, dragging the innermost out of me. But it was also just a baby. And I am sure that it recognized me and got scared. It also left me knocked out for some time. Just enough for me to get captured.
Yeah, it says Reich on the map there at the bottom, doesn't it? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna leave the first episode there, guys. It's interesting start. I'm really glad that they've gone down the route of still exploring the story of the Dark Ones. Because that whole aspect of the story kind of goes away after the first book, right? Well, it just kind of gets mentioned in passing in the other 2 books. It's not like a prominent plot point. So it's nice that we're going back to the supernatural elements. Yeah, we've met Anna or Anya. I'm not sure which one it's supposed to be. Our future wife. She's not been captured though. It seemed. I don't know. She could have been captured as well, but I doubt it. She was in a sniper's nest. So, and we've got our little buddy, the little dark one, who I imagine is going to be our little friend. Enemy of my enemy, right? So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the start of Metro Last Light, guys. I'm really excited for this. Really excited for this. I forgot to say at the start of the video, but if you're still watching, I am going to be playing Metro Exodus straight after I finish this playthrough, and these videos, there'll be 2 going up each day. Except for me, yeah, there'll be 2 going up each day. So we'll be moving through at a good pace and getting on to Metro Exodus. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join Clan Drummond. and see more playthroughs like this. And just remember, everybody, never trust an on crate. I'll see you back in the metro.